Encourage one another to talk about Shijing, learn the Dharma together confidently. Believe in our potential forever. Keep our initial aspiration diligently. We must step forward. Then we will have good affinity waiting. Persistent, then you will find your better self. Appreciate our film editor team. Every week we have 5 languages have the simultaneous interpretation. From the study over the crowd, we have Facebook and other media. So welcome everyone. Next week, our program will have. Next week, our program will have superintendent from Taipei Hospital, Dr. Zhao. The new opera is very, very welcomed. We have a good gift to give us, to give everyone. Those teams from Jinling come with all this gift to everyone. So come join us next week. It's all very nice Jinshi product. And next we will go to Singapore to visit the long-term care. Sisters Lin in Canada. We have a promotion for the religious graduate school. Would you like? If you like, you can register. We watch TV every day. Believe that we have seen so many people helped for the recovery of the typhoon. You can see all the volunteers help remove the trees that's wrong by the typhoon. Yeah, it's sad to see all these trees was destroyed by the typhoon. All the mango was destroyed in the school. Oh, this is in Xiuying Elementary School. Volunteers from Zhanghua come to help too. And many, many young people come to join this event. Everyone just do your best. Auntie Deng says that wherever is needed, all the Bodhisattva will come out. Sky News in Kaohsiung give a pro to all these youngsters.
起来感受一下山头台风在一开始那样的一个威力。
Superintendent Jan in Taichung also share on that occasion online.
就可以看到我们很多的行道树，其实啊，就觉得我们
This is how bad the typhoon hit Kaohsiung.
天灾无情，但是人间有爱哈，尤其是年轻人利用2天的时间，然后他们从台湾各个地方呢来加入，甚至呢有扶老携幼，把全家人。
All the volunteers come from everywhere, from Taiwan to Kaohsiung to help.
非常的感恩。那这个风呢有多强，我相信
They even come 2 days. You can see how strong the wind was. That's the first since 47 years ago. Through the news that we can see how bad the damage was. And our team is still helping people until now. So we must be sincere and pray for the peace of the world. If you love Zhixuan, we must talk about Zhixuan more. So these 2 aphorisms, those who contribute to others wholeheartedly will always be remembered by all. The more good deeds we do, the more Master's idea talents are modest and not arrogant, zero and self-respect, cultivation and virtue, always hold selfless love and treat everyone equally, open-minded and control temper, work hard and harmoniously with others, show good etiquette in speeches and actions. If we have such qualified people, Master will feel at ease. So that's put our palms and on chest and said, "Relax, Master. We are your ideal disciples." So that's praise for everyone. Thank you for studying with me. Master say, you are the Dharma messengers. Pass on the Dharma mindfully. That Dharma enter our hearts, become narrow, and grow from 1 to infinity. That the Dharma enter our hearts to purify the world. If you love Master, talk more about Shijing. Encountering foster good affinity. Arising signifies a positive matter. If you feel happiness, then strive harder doing Shijing. Year 2020, Master told us to do the multiple language translations simultaneously. So right now, we have 5 languages each week. This is the team for English translation from United States. Jack, Leon, Victor, Andrew, Betty, Aiju, and this is the Japanese team. Cantonese team, 7 of them. From Singapore and Malaysia. And this is Malay translation team. All 12 of them. I'm so appreciated that actually some of them does not understand Mandarin. They had to translate through English translation. And this is from Hakka team.
好，这边导播拜托一下。那我们每一次结束的时候，都会请我们这些分享的嘉宾到2楼去哦。为什么？希望跟我们跨国。
Every time at the end, we would invite our guests to have a photo with the translators. This is Sister Li Shijing from United States.
主场的家人，请安静了。对不起，因为我们已经在进行了哈。这边是不是可以关掉声音呢？好。那么在这个地方呢，我们可以看到，就是我们美国的蜀锦师姐，她也是我们的台语口译哈。那她写
Here with the Sister Li Shijing, she is our Taiwanese interpretation team. She is talking about Sister Zhang Zirui, about her wellness and awakening. A pregnant mother can have such persistence power. But she was also pregnant when she was young. For the first kid, she also killed a few chickens in that month after birth. So now she really feels sorry, even though after a few years, she became vegetarian. We appreciate Sister Zirui. Her influence is limitless, and her meat-free market have not only influenced the establishment of vegetarian concept among many young people, but also has saved the lives of countless animals. You can see these two pictures on the right, they are similar. This will be the two extended subject that Sister Zhang Zirui will come on the 6th and 11th of December. Talking about how she gave birth. Actually, you can see the difference that the first one is just having labor, but the second one has the baby already. She's our good partner in the meatless market, meat-free market. So they will invite many people to come on site in here. Through the meat-free market, we will give you a good promotion of the vegetarian concept. We are very appreciative of Sister Zhang Zirui. If team works together, it can be last forever. Individual works by yourself is impermanent. This is our leading care team, total 13 of them. Thank you for all these brothers and sisters. 1 + 1 is very powerful. So the power of little by little is incredible. We must work together with good people. Always remember to get closer to excellent people in order to have a better life. Yeah, we have 600 of benefactors, and so you must catch the moment to get close to them, so we can work with each other, and we can become each other's benefactor. Because people's age is getting old, so we have seen so many people keep learning. So whoever stop learning is old, no matter 20 or 80. Keep learning. Keep young. The most beautiful thing in life is to keep our mind young. So no matter where you are, just keep learning. Give us comment, even in your cell phone, Facebook, YouTube. You can see our sharing online. Inspired with one mind to meet infinite Dharma. Take a step forward, there will be good affinity waiting. Persistent, then you will find your better self. We are 18. This is my direction. I never change. Through the study group, my effort needs no recognition, but I want to make sure it is purifying people and making the society peaceful. Let's look at our positive comment and effect. Because of the typhoon, so this is from the previous week. Even though there's typhoon, but all this positive effect and comments are still here. Last week we have 151 comments from all different speakers. People comment a lot. They all gave us incredible energies. Thank you, Sister Zhixuan. You gave us a very good Dharma from the Master. Next time, we will invite her brother, her husband actually, to come. He is a very important figure in receiving the foreign guests. So total, we have all these comments from United States, Canada, Malaysia, Japan, and China. From 12 provinces and Taiwan. So many people, so many volunteers from different countries. California, Laos also. We are very appreciate that we have English YouTube platform also.
口译团队。所以我们的佳音这边，我很希望你自己念一下。他说 ：“Dear 林伟莹 ，Thank you for your sharing. Sincerity is the best way of communication. Not only the Buddha's country, caring team set good examples to us. You are also a great role model.” 他讲到是伟莹去分享有关于佛陀故乡的这个部分。他说呢，真诚就是最好的一个沟通，不只是我们的佛国团队，是我们。为我们带来很棒的一个示范。
Sincerity is the best way of communication.
那如果今天年限志工早会，我们就看到具事务就邀约我们的吉明师兄来做分享。
Sister Hong
佛国更多的事情，真的这点点滴滴都是让我们非常的感动。所以我们要记得从早上熏法香。所以
we will invite more people to talk about Nepal.
本来要办活动都下大雨，等到办活动的时候雨就停了，然后办完活动雨又开始下，然后他们就去回去跟上。
As mentioned many times that our events always have a good sign when there's a rain or strong wind. But at the moment when we start the event, it turned out to be a good weather.
佛陀生在尼泊尔，但是真正的佛法其实是在台湾，所以要把台湾的正法。
Buddha was born in Nepal, but the true Dharma is actually in Taiwan now. So we need to bring the Dharma back to Nepal. Let's give a big applause for Sister Xiuying, Yuan Xiuying. She draw such a good drawings. She also make a wish that she would draw about the morning assembly every morning. Next one, we will come to Sister Xiuying from the kindergarten in Tainan.
也就是他们这个部分其实是怎么样？是全省来关注的。那我们首先来看一下这样的一则画面跟新闻。体适能，我们的幼儿园呢，很多的
测试开始，小朋友多半吃不消。
最困难的是仰卧起坐，因为这样子的时候。
Let's look at the film about introducing the kindergarten.
游乐里面去训练自己的体能的这件事情，所以我觉得体适能对他们的测验来讲是很重要的。
It's strengthened through this event.
都很少带孩子在运动，所以孩子其实
It's very important for children to learn like this, to train their exercise ability and check out their ability to do different exercise.
但其实我们全省的幼儿园都是一样的哈。那也因为他来
This is in Tainan, but actually we have kindergarten around Taiwan everywhere.
大家知道这个地方的一个缘起哈，所以呢，这个
This is the initiate story about how the kindergarten come from.
本来是要实体活动在台南，那非常感恩德旭师傅，还有呢这些幼儿园的团队呢，就是让我有机会去学习主持这个部分。不过因为疫情的
team of the kindergarten actually spent a lot of effort in making this work.
我跟大幼，虽然我不在大幼儿园哈，但是我跟他们呢感情是非常好的哈，所以也因为这样的一个关系，他们的20岁生日的时候，我们是在
Even though I'm not in the kindergarten, but we have a very good connection.
可以去看到这样的一个画面哈。
You can see that originally this is another kindergarten from a volunteer couple. It was there for a long time actually, before they donated to Shijing.
其实说真的，待会大家可以听到一点点哈。好，那我们来看看这位大菩萨
和慈济理念不谋而合。
You can see
就是吃素的。
volunteer Zhuang, brother Zhuang.
你经了非常用心吼，我想要给保留。所以当其实听到说非常感恩上人。
这次菩
he was originally trying to shut down the kindergarten, but after seeing Master encouraged him to continue through Chiji's effort.
光这一件事情就让我们非常感动哈，所以我们继续来看下去。那看一段。We
are very touched that the Master had this good intention to continue the education of the kindergarten. Sister Xiuying is going to bring a book about all these good words. This is from my sister.
但是师父很有睿智的说，我们是近似语教学，我们之后我们就自编教材。这个进教里面环境，因为一走进来那个环境，孩子的心。
Our original book textbook is bought from just traditional bookstore. Now we are going to have our own book of teaching the 近似 aphorism. This is the physical way of teaching kids that they have a farm behind the kindergarten. You can see from working hard through cultivating the ground and the farm, and to harvest the vegetable. Yeah. Let's come back to the site. We love to be together with you because you have positive energy. We planned earlier, even earlier than our staff. She did anything to help us too. Thank you, Sister Xiuying. What this aphorism education is in many different forms. The thing is to make it into your inner education. So today we have a book that is published for all the kindergartens around Taiwan. It's a new book, the second edition, the second book. So we wish everyone can join us to donate to help publish this book for everyone. Thank you for giving us so many informations. Dear Master and all the brothers and sisters, good morning. This 10 minutes is very precious for me. Thank you, Master Deshi, Sister Xinyu, Ali, and Rating, our kindergarten. The core value of this book is etiquette, including Chiji humanistic etiquette and the traditional festival too. Let's look at the Master show us about our traditional festival. All ethnic Chinese can understand all these stories, our traditional festival. We can see the interaction between people. We'll bring everyone together, bring out everyone's love. Through the formless actions to the physical way to interact with each other. You can see that the recent, the current interaction between people are getting thinner now. So this is a good way to turn in the invisible principle into tangible interactions to purify people's heart. So from this book, we have put all the stories together into the book. This is the content, our structure, including stories about the solar terms. And we can see the solar term chart. There are 12 charts we selected. Each different flowers represent different solar terms. So through observing these flowers, kids can learn their ability of observation. We find the most relevant to the children, only 12 of them. Actually, we have 24 solar terms in 1 year. So every festival, we pick a traditional festival corresponding to the different terms. In the book, here we can see the winter solstice. Grandparents will guiding the grandchildren to do the glutinous balls, glutinous rice balls. At the end, for the parents, you will see the meaning of this session, including the Jinshi aphorism from Master. Let's see how grandparents spend their festival with the kids. Invite all the grandparents to the school and put in the rice balls. Even the grandparents never get into the kitchen, learn to knead the dough with the kindergarten kids. You can go home and do this with your grandparents. So beautiful. 5 elements, 5 colors. Grandparents always love their grandchildren. If they have this interaction, it will be very, very good. You can go home and do this with your grandparents. So beautiful. 5 elements, 5 colors. Besides that, we have some DIY handmade including grandparents always love hearing a flower, and then about the dessert. They have this interaction. It will be very, very good. You can go home and do this with your grandparents. So beautiful. It's so beautiful. The 5 elements, 5 colors that we have some DIYs handmade. So beautiful, including through 2 different. Grandparents always love hearing a flower, and then about the dessert. They have this interaction. It will be very, very good. You can go home and do this with your grandparents. Next one is so beautiful. The 5 elements, 5 colors that we have some DIYs handmade. So beautiful, including through 2 different. Grandparents always love hearing a flower, and then about the dessert. This interaction. It will be very, very good. You can go home and do this with your grandparents. Next one is so beautiful. The 5 elements, 5 colors. We have some DIYs handmade cake. So beautiful, including through 2 different. Always love hearing a flower, and then about the dessert. This interaction. It will be very, very good. You can go home and do this with your grandparents. Next one is so beautiful. The 5 elements, 5 colors. We have some DIYs handmade cake. So beautiful, including through 2 different. Always love hearing a flower, and then about the dessert. This interaction. It will be very, very good. You can go home and do this with your grandparents. Next one is so beautiful. The 5 elements, 5 colors. We have some DIYs handmade cake. So beautiful, including through 2 different. Always love hearing a flower, and then about the dessert. This interaction. It will be very, very good. You can go home and do this with your grandparents. Next one is so beautiful. The 5 elements, 5 colors. We have some DIYs handmade cake. So beautiful, including through 2 different. Always love hearing a flower, and then about the dessert. This interaction. It will be very, very good. You can go home and do this with your grandparents. So beautiful. The 5 elements, 5 colors. We have some DIYs handmade cake. So beautiful, including through 2 different. Always love hearing a flower, and then about the dessert. This interaction. It will be very, very good. You can go home and do this with your grandparents. So beautiful. The 5 elements, 5 colors. We have some DIYs you're interested in the content, you can contact the views are actually supporting look at our outside, look at the
Very nice.
Thank you for all this comment. Thank you for joining us. So let's continue to our next session. Arrangement of flowers. Everyone is wearing the cross, technology cross. All the sales go back to our foundation fund. Here you can also technology. Everyone is wearing the cross, technology cross. This is not a comment every time you short time, they give us many information.
resource medicine as well as modern Western medicine during work hazard. We can provide the service to our patients in both from diagnosis and
总是呢，和和互协，我来见证到了，感觉我所求的都已经呢，让我真正的见证到，我很欢喜啦，也很放心啦。对的事呢，总是大家加紧脚步啦，好好的踏实。培养人才了，把我们的这医疗的人文真诚的医病关系延续下去。
好，非常感恩上人的开
We
示。
appreciate the teaching from our master.
鼓励医疗团队说，医疗团队必须随时代进步而进步，要不断的研究，不断的提升，让研究的教授。
So master also mentioned that master encouraged medicine still to advance with time and continue researching and improving.
也有听到上人很大的一个心愿就是中医。
And by integrating the specialty of both traditional Chinese and Western medicine, they can prescribe the treatment based on the diagnosis and relieve the suffering of the patients.
接纳彼此的不同，才能互相互补。那实际的医疗人文就是在这样和和互协的氛围之下，越来越温馨。
And actually, I was able to witness this kind of warm relationship between patient and doctor.
高雄某一家医院因腰椎滑脱开过刀，几个月之后回诊，妈妈跟医生。
This is about her mom having some kind of sinus allergy. Slippage problem, and then she had a surgery in a Kaohsiung hospital. But even a month after the surgery, her mom still felt uncomfortable. So during a follow-up visit, he described her condition to the attending physician unexpectedly. The doctor replied, "I have examined you and find no issue. If you keep saying that you are not comfortable, it's really pointless." So her mom had no choice but to endure the discomfort and in silence and not daring to say anything more. But shortly after the Dr. Yang Changjian, the director of the orthopedic department of Darling Ciji Hospital, happened to share an online study group in Kaohsiung. Afterwards, Jiaying shared Dr. Yang's talk with her mom. And upon hearing the story of the patient who had traveled from Japan to Darling for treatment, and how the patient had to work holding her waist before a minimally invasive surgery, but was unable to walk confidently afterwards. And she now happily saying that now I can walk like a model. Her mom was quite inspired and then told Jiaying that he wanted to visit Dr. Yang in Darling Ciji Hospital for treatment. With much gratitude to the teacher Meiyun's making the connection, her mom finally mustered the courage to overcome the fear of traveling long distance to Darling Ciji Hospital. After the surgery, her mom told her friend that not only is Dr. Yang very patient and skilled, but even the assistants, nurses, and the entire hospital atmosphere was quite different. Jiaying felt incredibly happy and grateful for her mom was now fortunate to experience the unique, compassionate medical culture that Master Chenya has built with sincere love at the Ciji Hospital.
很好哎，就是提前结束。
Okay, yeah, you finished in time.
刚刚好，其实是刚刚好哈。
And the PPT was done very well too.
真的，所以我真的非常感恩哦，就是团队有时候真的是。
So we see everybody has a lot of talent, just don't have the chance to manifest themselves.
在他从美国回来的时候，我就有邀约他，但是他因缘不具足。之后我还真的忘了他的存在。有一天他跟我讲说，佳音愿意。
So Sister Xiuying mentioned that to Sister Meiyun that Jiayin can do the summary of the Master's footprint. So. 我叫不错，你是队长，你在讲什么叫不错？ Sister Meiyun was asking Jihao that how well Jiayin has done this time. He says it's not bad. He said no, it's way more than not bad. When the foreign team comes back to Kaohsiung, now we see a lot of assistant brothers sharing in the Kaohsiung study group. In the long term. Next time.
下一次佳音再上来导读的时候，保证不但是画面简报会更精彩之外，还有他整个口条一定也会更顺畅。他本来就好，但是今天应该是还是第一次导读，还是有点。
Last year, in Northern California, I was in charge of the study group. I was doing a lot in Northern California. I did a lot, so I can share. But here, when I come back to Kaohsiung to take care of my parents, I do little. So I was nervous sharing about this. Yeah, sometimes you share what you've done and do what you share. So,
但是我们要能讲，这也就是为什么我们扣住纳履足迹的导读，每一次导读人能够精准。你说你今天说的故事，前面还上人说，今天我们有诚有信，还有我这个证，所以这个部分你觉得呢？是你去做出来，不是？但是
sometimes you may not have done something that you share, but when you share about Master story, it's also can be very inspiring. So some feedback from the web. Yeah, the integration of the treatment with the Chinese medicine and the Western medicine. This can be quite significant. And Sister Manning saying we appreciate Guy. That Jiang is very filial and respectful to her parent to come back here to taking care of the senior parents. It's almost perfect first debut of the Sister Jiayin.
感
Sister Xiuying is accompanying the team in sharing Master's footprint. You don't have to be very perfect. But to start, but if you start, then you can get better and more perfect.
有时候我们要转念一下哈，因为有时候时空间因缘嘛，换个角色没办法去做到。那我们来了解实际事，然后来说给更多人去听。所以我们只要我们知道河水能穿石头，
persistence efforts will improve.
的一个坚持哈。那现在线上重点顺口溜，我们来看看美国团队、大陆、加拿大的团队在。
So the quick summary verse team.
我们透过这里，其实也就知道，同时我们高雄主场要进行拍照，所以请脱口罩，保持微笑，一直笑到周信宏离开你们的视角。
对。
好，那后面的人，你手上没东西呢，请你就按个赞哈。好，来 ，OK， 我们来看看。
This is short verse team's efforts to summarize from our last study group. And this is about Sister Liang Jun. And this is about our senior broadcaster. And this is about brother Su Jihao. And this is about pure practitioner, Chen Sidan. And this is about Malaysia's Lin Weiying sister. This is about Sister Guo Liangjun again. And Su Jihao was sharing about the impermanence of our life.
勇于承担，陈思丹盘点自我，持记录，无私无我，入鸿儒，守志奉道，归一处。那么美国团队呢？他们不但要写顺口溜，还要。
So the U.S. team not only providing the short verse, but also need to do that in English as well.
开始用各种不同的方式在做记录哈，所以非常的感恩。所以现在我们和着节奏，大家一起来哦。马来西亚林伟莹，慈亲学长富佛国，厨事热闹志清良，一生无量勤助人。家国导读郭亮君，慈济面霜令欢喜，长情大爱修福会，虔诚付出信愿行，爱洒人间扬慈运，传法说法我愿意。
These short verses are usually in rhyme.
高雄导读书记好，无量益佑无量爱，佛在人间遍足迹，骨髓捐赠爱无碍。师丹年轻听修士，探索不一样的路。线上办学满呐海，清安美好做慈济，人群红炉好修行，甘愿火焰化红莲呀，化红莲。一次赞来给我。
Let's give them a big applause.
爱的鼓励，拜拜。来。
You are great.
顺口溜团队，你们
Yeah, we appreciate.
所以非常的感恩了，顺口溜团队哈。
This is our book, our study group. If you like this book, you can take it home.
我们愿意阅读的，您才带回家哈。那在这边讲师初级、精彩自己、回魔来时自我盘点，这会讲到两个非常感动的故事。今天我们早上呢，我们的属马还是说，哎，老师，那个100岁阿嬷，那个月儿阿嬷要坐哪里？我说月儿阿嬷今天不会来到。
Now we're going to share two very special stories. One is about the miracle of 100-year-old grandma, and we're going to listen to her life story later, and also a premature baby who grew up to be a healthy girl.
我们非常感恩，就是文编、美编棒棒接力，所以我们可以看到呢，我们的云恩师姐， ，sorry，我们啊，云恩在这里，云恩在这里。
And these are our
请不要用你的简报笔，因为这样我
flyer designer.
好，就是云恩哈。那在这里我们可以看到，这里首先我们来看到阿嬷的一个部分哈。那
艺术创作常常是创作者跟自己的心灵探索，或者要呈现的是
We'll start with the grandma story.
来看这桩话隐隐约约，因为是翻拍的。不过最特别
In
的
this
是呢，
news, she was 94 years old. When she was 94, she drew this painting.
2岁哈，那我们来看一下。
献上祝福。
She was 94 in this news clip, but now she's 102. In this painting, she depicts a little boy was waiting for her mom, sweating and hot underneath the tree.
慈济50周年，他多少岁？94。
She's very humble. She says she cannot draw very well, but she actually did an excellent job of doing it.
看哦，这个是福会红包，结果呢，他到福会红包呢去做红包的时候，还没有开始做。
Every Chinese New Year, Chinese volunteer make red envelope. And she was there to help. And look at how many people taking care of her. She pick up a scissor and she start cutting and make a red envelope. That's going to be distributed to all the volunteers.
罗恒远师兄是如何的菩萨招生？我们3重的师姐差不多50几个人培训，那时候他真的很会招生。
And in this news clip, all these volunteers were recruited by Brother Luo Hengyuan. At the end of the year, he will go to places and pick up all these senior volunteers and bring them to his home and celebrate Chinese New Year's. And this particular day, it was raining and a lot of traffic. But he was able to take all of them and bring them to his house. And one of the volunteers, when he saw the piano, he immediately played the music for everybody. When we asked him how long he's been playing the piano, he replied he's been playing for 40 years. He was on dialysis for 10 years. His body is very weak, but the moment he saw the piano, he suddenly went alive. When he mentioned that when he went to dialysis at the Tzu Chi hospital in Taipei, he saw there's a piano that no one plays. So every time he go to the hospital, he will become the musical volunteer and play music for all the patients in the hospital. Now we see this grandma. She kept saying she's very fortunate. She wished everybody good health. And this is Brother Luo. He invited all the volunteers to his house, enjoy a nice Chinese meal. Half of them belong to the Chinese book club.
好，我们祝大家新年快乐的同时哦，我们一起回到主场，一起来说，我喜欢和你在一起。
While we wish everybody Happy New Year, let's welcome our speaker. We have Brother Luo come join us today.
我的老天，我觉得奉茶有没有奉茶？但是他们不是，你们所以你们也背水是不是？
我们都背水到观音山。
As chairman,
全台湾总共有11个山头
you
都在
can
奉
tell
茶。
he's
对，我们在观音山奉茶
very muscular. He's able to lift a lot of heavy stuff.
有上千万人喝了这杯水。
真的说真的，这个是让人很感动。
I'll always go to the Guanyin Mountain and give the people water when people come hike the mountain.
手酸可以换那个，然后要保持微笑哦。要是我们团队一定会微笑。前面
So when he goes to the mountain, he has to carry
出去镜头就不好看哦。那你会重新看的时候就会哭哭说，哎呦，我刚
many heavy water bottle in order to put at the water station for hikers.
基本上你有没有看到会长？他基本上你就不要提醒他，他这一张脸就是个笑脸，有没有？好，我那一天除那个背水之外哦，其实我们在大爱新闻说，大爱新闻可以让我们博学多闻。你知道他们是背石块、背石头啊，去那个山路不是有时候会有一点需要修缮，他们背石头去。
The host, Meiyun Shijie, say, the chairman, when you see his face, with the smile, you just couldn't help but smile at him.
那位师姐说，她在三重，就是光见习培训跟着她就50多位。我可以稍微问一下，你到底到目前接你的见习培训有多少人？
我自己也没有特别的去算呢。
多到没有去算。
很多我左边这靠近我这2位也是。
是，好，我只是问你一个答案。
And Brother Luo, I'm very touched by his heart. He invited so many volunteers that many of them become a permanent volunteers and commissioners.
就跟我讲说，老师，你下一次来的时候可以安排我10月吗？我因为为什么他
He has invited over 100 people to Tzu Chi.
阿摩罗果，然后他说
And that's also including the book club that he's hosting.
他们没有采，然后隔天还好，那一段时间天气好，他们采到。然后这一些其实在主场的各位已经洗好了。那我告诉你，不是我们吝啬，他也不晓得我们人多少，他带来那500颗，平均每个人就2、3颗。可是你大概吃1颗，你大概就要其他2颗要带走了。所以你待会回去如果
We brought some fruits today. These are very precious fruits. There are almost 500 of them. So we're going to share with some of you today.
酸酸涩涩，但是营养成分，他上一次有说过是超赞的。
The special fruit has so much nutrition. It may not be very sweet. It may be a little bitter and tart at the beginning. But the health nutrition is more powerful than apple.
所以你就先看一下就好了，只是你可以带走，我们也不能让你在这边吃。对，阿摩罗果，请团队那个待会准备一下阿摩罗果。
And in this special occasion, he's going to share these fruits with all the guests today.
卖的这一些，其实他们种的这些都是回金色，对，并不是种来卖给大家或请大家吃，不是哦，是送回金色，做成阿摩罗果粉哈，快速的，拿过来哈。所以我们真的，他就是一个说到做到的人。
And all this fruit, he doesn't sell them. What he plant them and then bring it back to the 金丝金色 for them to make products.
告诉他，也许你就是泡在冷冷的水就好了，不要破坏它的养分。那喝着也会习惯。那很多人就加进很多的一个地方。其实我印象最深刻的是谁？是葛继舍师兄。他本来身体状况非常不好，等到我明年度再看到他的时候，他改善很多。我说你做了什么？他说他每天都吃这个阿摩罗果粉。好，所以请大家可以去书轩请购这个。好，
One of our volunteer, Brother Ge Jishe, his body didn't feel very well back then. And after try out this fruit, he felt much better. So it proves that this fruit has a special nutrition that boosts the body's immune system. Today we're going to talk about Grandma Lin Wang Yueer.
所以我们热烈的掌声欢迎回眸来时自我盘点，感恩，谢谢。你好忙，我也好忙，来，请团队赶快来接手哎。嘿，好，那我们
Let's welcome our speaker today, Brother
来，请你们回座。
Lu.
我们导播马上就 take 到画面上，所以也看不到你们。那我在这边呢，来开始给你们 ，OK， 那就慧娟师姐哈。哎，那个星宇妈妈先回，谁要先讲就谁先留就好了，你不用一下子留那么多人。好，来，生命的奇迹。所以这个话题有我们恒源师兄跟慧娟师姐，好，感恩他们，谢谢。
The miracle life of 100-year-old grandma Lin Wang Yueer's life.
所有的师兄师姐，还有我们最精进的最优秀的主持人美云老师。
Dear Master, all the guests here,
今天呢，来分享百岁人类
including our excellent host, Sister Meiyun. Good afternoon. Today I'm going to share with you the story of our centenary Grandma Yueer. She was born 1923 at Taipei.
她那个三张里那个地方是山上，没办法走路去读书，因为要1-2个小时的时间。 那她呢，一直到75岁的时候，那时候她已经
And when she was little, because
来到我们安和的环保站，开始她
of her earlier childhood, she was given away to another family. And she didn't start her Tzu life until when she was 75 years old. How she finds Tzu was she overheard that this Tzu environmental station need a cook. So in 1998, she joined the Environmental Protection Station and started her life at the station. From this picture, you can tell that it's very small and narrow. It was narrow and windowless, but she cooked here for more than 10 years without suffering.
那时候保龄球馆已经废弃了。 在2010年的时候，我们要公演那个
How I met her all started when the protection station, environmental protection station moved to abandoned bowling alley nearby. And in 2010, during the water repentance performance, I met her. And I was asked to guide the water repentance. And I was touched how thoughtful she was. Because the time when I went to the station is always from 1 o'clock to 3 p.m. in the afternoon. And I normally eat my lunch after the class, so I will not lose energy during the class. And I always wonder how come she's missing for a period of time when I was in the class. So I asked her, where did you go? She'll say, because the weather is cold and I go to the kitchen and warm up the food for you. I don't want you to eat cold food. I was so touched by her thoughtfulness.
那其实很小的环保站的那个课堂啊，结果呢做得满满的哈。后来呢，经过几年之后，我们环保站又搬家了，又搬到了板南路。好，那我们呢还是呢每个礼拜三上读书。那阿嬷她就礼拜二呢负责。
Narrow, small environmental station got moved to another location.
91岁了，她下课的时候，你看她啊。 同学都走了，他
She was the oldest. She was 91 years old in this picture. And she'll still come to the Echo Station 6 days a week, making meals on Tuesday and attending the book club on Wednesday. And she always cleaned the floor and tidy up the environment after the class. She copied scripture, and I even wrote a poem to encourage her. Now, in 2015, the master met her, and the master kind of mentioned that, when are you going to cook for me? So 2 days later, she personally cooked for the master. She made 3 dishes, and 2 of them were presented to the master because master cannot chew hard stuff, so those 2 dishes were kind of soft. And she was 94 years old then. So 2016, she was 94 years old. She participated in the reading club Route Seeking Journey. People know that when you walk through this, you have to walk a long way. But Grandma, she walked the whole journey on her own. Throughout the year, a lot of people ask, why don't you become a commissioner? But she always declined, so people ask, why? And one day she told me that, Brother Luo, I was told I can only live up to 92 years old. That's why. So I told her, now you've been a volunteer for 16 years. Every year you work as a volunteer. It adds 1 more year to your real life. So you can actually live up to 108 years old. Why don't you start to become a commissioner? And she listened, and she started the commissioner's training. So 2018, she completed her apprenticeship and training and was certified on 2018. After being certified, she still went to the Echo Station to participate in book clubs. She even went to another senior book club, and that place is on the 3rd floor of the classroom. And she will walk up the stairs and go listen to the Dharma with great diligence. On January 24 this year, she's 102 years old. She went to the meditation hall to participate in a talk on environmental protection. In this video, it shows that she walked to the meeting by herself without sitting in a wheelchair. At this meeting, she has interacted warmly with the master. The master touched her hand, touched her warm hands, and gave her and the master praised the old Bodhisattva for making good use of her time. And here We'll see a little clip of her. This is when she was 93 years old.
这个就是在做菜要孝敬上人的时候。
She's making the meal for the master. She's making the tea oil noodle and the vegetable. Can you tell in this video she's 92 years old? She's wiping the door. And here she's 96 years old. She's cooking in the kitchen. She's also helping out at the environmental protection station. Many people encourage me to come. Master says she's been a volunteer for 20 years as an environmental volunteer. Even many people encourage her. She denied to be a commissioner. Finally, she became a commissioner in 2018. At this time, she's 96 years old. And this is the Zhanghe Environmental Protection Station. It's been moved 6 times. Even though she didn't feel good that day, she still decided to come and encourage others. Here she's 101 years old. 101 years old. I am 102 years old. I've been doing a volunteer for over 20 years. I'm so happy to see you, Master. Master feel the same. Protect the earth. Do environmental protection. Please do it together. Join me. The master presenter a video. It's a performance of sutra and tell her that she can bring it back and watch the performance at home. This is the blessing from Grandma Yueer. She's 102 years old. She say, "Hi everybody. Sorry, it's inconvenient for me to come. I thank you all very much. I'm 102 years old now. I really want to go, but I couldn't. So I apologize for not being able to be there with you today. Every brother, sister, I wish you all happy and healthy. Everybody make lots of money. Bless you all. And you need to hear she sing a Chinese song here.
其实他在刚刚录我给他录那一段，跟大家道谢、道感恩的话，还有这个唱歌，都是一气呵成哦。都是一气呵成，而且他因为看不到那个眼睛不太好，看不到，所以说那个。
I wanted to let you know that both video was shot at one time. So all the greeting and sing the song, she did it all by herself. There's no stop. And she carries her own bowl and chopstick when she eats and does not need to be fed. It's very hard at her age, I have to say. And you'll know when you are that age, you know how hard it is.
罗师兄一直鼓励着他，一直陪伴着他。那我记得在他培训那一年，也就是他95岁的时候呢，他还在做环保。
Because brother-in-law is always accompanied by Grandma Yueer.
准备了马铃薯，这些都是比较重的。
He's always next to her.
他就听到了一个声音，然后呢
And that's what kept her going.
就已经这个受损了，猫体啊哈。但是呢，他依然坐着公车，带着这些东西要来做香鸡给环保菩萨吃，因为他说他追随上人，一心一志这个做环保，但是他的心心念念都是为了环保菩萨，要让他们吃得健康，吃得好，所以呢，他还是坐着这个公车来。那当天呢回家了以后
And during this time, because of her age,
去关心他。
sometimes she hurt her back. And one time she hurt her back very bad. But she still bring all the vegetables and bring it to the environmental station because all she wants is make a good meal for the volunteers at the eco station. In June of this year, she was hospitalized for cellulitis, and she was discharged from the hospital and moved to her Dharma's family's house.
后来罗师兄就跟家人商量，把阿嬷接回家里住。那在这个过程当中，其实我们看到阿嬷真的非常非常的欢喜。阿嬷曾经跟我讲，她说她其实这个做慈济。
The place she used to live has no elevator, so it's hard for her to go out. After she got discharged from the hospital, Brother Luo invited her to live with him and his family because his house has elevator. And now she also hired help to help her to go out and breathe some fresh air every day.
还有嘴巴讲话什么都还非常的灵敏所以我们跟他这个对谈照顾都没有问题。好，那以上呢就是月儿阿嬷的。
Even she's 102 years old, she still has good hearing and vision. when she walk out of her room or she go to places, people always stand up because of her seniority. And next story is it's a story. It starts from a letter. One day in 2022, I got a phone call. Someone asked me, "Have you helped a premature baby before?" Because the premature baby's mom wrote a letter, is looking for a person who donate lots of 1 million Taiwan dollar. And in the letter, it talked about the person who helped. His name is Lu Hengyuan, which is me. And this is the envelope. We've been looking for this person who helped them. It's been over 20 years. I completely forgot about it. After reading the letter, and I confirmed that's the baby I helped before. And this is the letter. In the letter, it mentioned that our family, we are elementary school teacher. And I had a premature girl, baby girl. Because of a city volunteer who helped us 20 years ago, our daughter is healthy now, and we were looking for the person who helped us before. And in return, we make donation to help others. And it started with the 9/11. We started this loving exercise to help as many people as possible. At this end of the year ceremony, I met a premature baby, and that was the picture of the ceremony. And right now we're going to share this premature girl's miracle.
2001年的10月1号，那天的农历刚好是8月15号，跟中秋节快要到了。我本来是很高兴，但是因为
And this is the teacher. Year 2001. And she is the mom. She said, due to my health condition, my baby was premature. It's supposed to be twins. One of them passed away because too premature. And I'm not sure about the other one who's only 800 grams. Will this baby be able to survive? Even the doctor told me that she may have many side effects in the future. Heart failure or lung problem. So when the baby is in NICU, when I visit her, I saw all the needles and tubes around her. doctor told me that our girl may have a heart failure. Do you want to let her just go peacefully, or you want to go through a surgery? So I went to a temple and I prayed for Buddha, and I'm hoping that I want to give our life to her, and I will also donate money in order to give her a healthy body. And while I was praying, and we can never get a correct answer from the Buddha. So I vowed to have this baby. If she recover and have a healthy body, I will make her a vegetarian. Surprisingly, I got a right notification from the Buddha. So ever since she's little, she's a vegetarian. And she grew up very healthy. Because of the Zhiji's help, that she grew up so healthy. And this is my daughter. My name is Xinyu, which means happy heart. I'm very blessed that I am a vegetarian. I believe that is because I have a very healthy diet. I don't have any side effect growing up. I feel my body is very pure, and I feel blessed that I can become a vegetarian. And when I met her the first time, this is from the brother-in-law, and she's playing this music for me.
其实刚刚看到影片里面讲到说他们去龙山寺拔杯嘛哈，3个醒杯，表示呢就是要吃素了。那但是回去要怎么落实啊？碰到什么困难？
对，因为那个时候我妈妈是很早加入慈济的时候，她一直都是吃素。妈妈现在那个吃素。
You mentioned that you went to the temple. You pray for your daughter's healthy, and you want her to become a vegetarian. How do you make it happen at home?
那从小到大，那个身边的不管那个同学的父母啊，都会说啊。
Because in the house, nobody eats vegetarian, so it's kind of hard. But my daughter now, she's 168 centimeter. She's taller than some of her friends too. So being vegetarian is not really an issue.
但是呢，那个保姆还数落这个妈妈说：“你孩子已经这样的，你还给他吃素。”后来呢？
真的是有愿就有利，然后那个有心就有福。那个我之前因为自己带了2年嘛，因为早产儿很多保姆。
When my daughter was little, I hired a nanny. When I prepare a vegetarian meal for my daughter, the nanny. Your daughter is already premature. Why you still give her vegetarian food? That's not healthy. Yes, I do. I did have hard time finding the right nanny.
当天晚上7点多，他过来跟我说，哎，那个我弟弟的那
Finally, we
个
found
太
a
太
nanny
突然
that
早产
lived
了，在大陆，
nearby.
我现在要赶快去大陆，我不能再帮你带小孩了。于是我就带着那个星宇骑脚踏车，然后出去，然后遇到老人家就问说，刚我在熟悉保姆给我推荐呢，然后就推荐了一个，竟然是一贯道的保姆，门口还贴着请勿带荤食进入。对，所以星宇非常的幸运，就那个能够有一个素食的保姆，还有纯素食的一个幼稚园。
I have such a hard time finding the right nanny.
对，台北市的保
Finding
姆有
finally a nanny that
佛教徒，然后非常的
lived
虔诚，
close to
然后
me.
那个
She's a vegetarian
就是寺
herself,
院的小
so
朋友都吃素。
we have no
对，
problem that she
像
can
光
cook
目也是，
vegetarian
对，
meal for my
光目有
daughter.
那2个光目。那我们看到这张照片呢，其实是里面有玄机啊，哈。
对，大家看这上面有3个小 baby， 对不对？这3个小 baby 都是在马街 NICU 的同班同学，就是全部都是保温箱的3个。
In
然后
this picture, the
那
3
时候
babies
咱讲7个
in the
贝
picture,
嘛，对吧？那时候已经7个月
all
了，
3
星
of
宇是
them
自
were
己做的，因为
premature,
最胖那个就是
live
星
in
宇
the
在提醒。
NICU.
另外2个小朋友都是还要人家扶啊，这位小朋友就是他是重度脑性
And the
麻痹。
biggest
那另外这个中间，
baby
等一
in the
下我们还会
picture
看
is
到
my
另外一个，可能
daughter.
他还会再出现第2次。他的名叫
She
是明
was,
倩，
I
那目
believe
前
she was
他们
like
2个，对，就是这
6
个
months.
明倩跟星
She
宇。
was able to
那个
sit up
小时候我们常
without
常去他
people
们家玩，然后那
holding
个
her.
他们家住巴黎，新北市的巴黎。那个明倩她现在是马街护理系的。我看到他们2个人啊，真的想要上人说
One
的
of
自
the
造福田，
premature
自
baby,
得福缘。
she does
对，
have
他们
some
2个
issue
啊
after growing
都
up
在马
because
街
of her
的桃彩
premature
病
issue.
房是同学。然后不约而同的，明倩自己发愿自己要吃素。对，然后那个
他的家人啊，叫没吃素哈。
对对对，
嘿，那个有一个很感人的故事，就是说那个小菩萨哈，他5岁的时候回到精舍哦，他一定要跟上人，请到佛珠才可以，才愿意走哈。那我想说，我们最后啊有一小段啊，我们看一小段那个
One of the
星宇他
story I
这个
want
庙
to
来，
share
他也录了一
is
小段
when
哈，那
Xinyu,
个
5 years old, she
请
went
大
back
家
to
感
the
恩的话哈。看他的那个很
the
清净庄
tree
严的那个
of
脸庞，
dog.
就知
She
道这
wants
孩子
to
真的
visit
是
the
不一
master.
样。
现场的师公师伯以及线上的师兄师姐，大家好，我是中区的慈青黄星宇。因为现在我人
She's
在
recording
金门
a
药大
greeting
上
message
课，
for
所以
us.
我没有办法前往
She
现
now
场跟
is
大家做分享。那很高兴今天能够在
she
这里
now
见
is a
到大
college
家，
student,
跟大家做一个
and
分
she's
享。
also
在
involved with
台中
Tzu
的话，我
volunteer.
有参加干部训练营。那干部训练营呢，就是会到街上去撒爱，就是跟纪
I'm
美
not
医师
study
一
at
起去往诊的
Taichung,
时候，也是我觉得非常幸运的一件事情。
and the
跟
team I'm
医师、
involved
护理
is we
师，
go to the
然后
street
药师
and talk
还有
to
志工
people
一起进入到个案的
who
家
are
庭，
interested
让
in
我
Tzu
能够
and
见
share
证基
Tzu
础。其
experience.
中我印象最深刻的是一位玻璃娃娃，他
We
身形很
also
小，大
visit
概
people
就
who's not
比一只无尾熊还要再大一点点而已，因为它是玻璃娃娃。那他就是住在一个也是蛮简陋的屋子
in
里，
this
可是
picture we
他都还
visit
是
one
笑
of
容
the
面的迎接我们，然后就是很开心能够见到我们。那另外还有一
person
位
who
是
cannot get out
一
of
位跟我
her
年纪差
house,
不多大，大概
and she
高
was
中刚
happy
毕
to
业
see
的
us
同学。那
while
他
we
也是因
visit.
为车祸，所以他只能就是卧
And
床
right
在家，
here,
然后他
this
爸
a
爸非
picture
常
of
的
a
刻苦在照顾他，
a
就是每
boy
天都
because
睡
of his
早上第一个睡
accident.
在他的床旁边，然
He
后
can
在家
only
里
stay at
24
home,
小
and
时
his
守护着他，
father's
照顾
been
他。
taking
这
care
个
of
也让
him.
我见证到非常伟大的那
His
种无
father
私的
sleep
爱，
next to
因为
him
为
at
了
all
孩子总
time,
是做了无私的爱
24/7.
以及无怨无悔的付出。这也让
Because
我
of this
了解
visit,
到，就
I
是
see all
我的
these
父母也是这样子爱着我的，
selfless
所以
love,
也希
how
望我未来
parents
善用这
taking
种
care
爱，
of
然后
their
去
family and
散布
their
到世界
kids.
各个角落，
You
帮助到
reminded
更
me
多
that
的
I
人。
have a very loving family. I wish I can spread the love
就
to
我
all
就希望能
over
够
all
借由
corner of the world.
中
This is
医
my
的这一
wish.
份专业，然后去帮助 他们的身体能够更健康，在中医系能够好好的学习。
Right now, I'm studying the Chinese medicine. I wish because of my profession, I can help a lot of people and go to a little village. We know that a lot of premature baby or kids, they don't have enough heart function to able to play instrument like this, but right now she's playing without any problem, just like a normal person. We need to give her mom a big pause because it's so hard to take care of these premature kids.
非常感恩赖老师，你辛苦了。
赖老师好棒啊！
如果没有罗师兄，
And the reason she chose the Chinese medicine because she doesn't want to kill any animals, even though she's interested in the medicine field.
那个保温箱旁边念地藏经，没有一个小产儿有这种福利，只有心语，真的福报非常的大。
我已经忘了。
对，很好，前脚走后脚放，忘得好，他记得就好。
I have to mention that Brother Lu used to come to the hospital and praying next to my baby. And the brother Lu say he doesn't remember all these memory. And this is a picture after 21 years reunion we met.
因为今天有大体解剖课，一定不能缺席。
那个没有办法补课的。那像他受赠总统的时候，我也被邀请去给他拍照，我觉得很光荣。
The reason she couldn't come to the book club today because she has class. I feel like she's my daughter because I don't have a daughter myself.
我们期待他呢，将来也能够跟美云老师一样，不仅当那个教联会，而且呢，也可以当受赠。
And her mom
这段的分享就到这里。
It's also in the apprenticeship training right now. And this is how she wants to repay all this blessing she received from Tzu Chi volunteers.
不怕麻烦，坚持好事做到底。你有没有发现，她就是这个典范？她真的有够鸡婆的。
I've always said that we need to always help others without thinking too much. Brother Luo, he's a person that he's willing to help anybody. And he's also graduated from the Taiwan University. He's busy. He's a busy man himself, but on the side, he never stopped doing the Tzu Chi volunteers.
讲很小声，偶尔也会。你看看阿嬷，因为他们家没有电梯，102岁的阿嬷是住在他家。他第一次跟我说，现在阿嬷住在。
We can tell from his face that he never get mad, right? Brother Luo replies, sometime.
阿嬷能够自己吃饭、讲话一次、唱歌一次，就是录到底了。好像很简单。等我们102岁就知道，这叫做什么？不简单。好，然后呢，关于心语这个部分，我想关怀我们一定是有这样的足迹，但是会到早场的那边去帮人家怎么样送地藏经这件事情。
We know that the grandma Yueer that lives in his house, she's able to hold her bowls and chopsticks to finish her meal. It's not easy. Is for 102 years old. Grandma is really not easy. And the next story of the little girl she helped, the premature baby. There's so many wonderful and touching stories. Oh, we have received many feedback.
感恩广结善缘，热心公益，创作源源不绝的恒源师兄分享这么感人的故事。高雄的语说：“如数守护众生的愿力，让早产儿。”
People are thanking the brother-in-law, and they are also wish the premature girl Xinyu a healthy life.
实际因缘就永不间断哈。那在这边呢，说真的。我们还有非常多的一个回响，包括之前的导读人跟那个林秀云师姐这个部分。月阿嬷95岁的培训还做环保相机，一心一志做环保，追随善人，感恩你们幸福快乐健康平的这样很棒的一个分享。那我左手边这边呢，你有没有看到马来西亚？
Some of the feedback talked about Grandma still being a volunteer at age 96, even 100 years old.
我也在等他，请你们认识这一张脸哈，陈真慧，他退休就要来归我们的，先给他掌声拍起来。这就是我们的团队哈，那非常感恩，就是马来西亚家人呢，就是刚下飞机，然后就赶到。
This is a volunteer from Malaysia.
莅临主场，我想感觉是不一样。我要稍微移动一下哈，昨天呢，在这边老波请 take。
Sitting next to me, they just got off the airplane and they hit the road directly to the Kaohsiung.
罗恒源在去年带来的。罗恒源，我们这个有进阶版，这是我们12岁的生日，它是一个小夜灯，月上云端的小夜灯。
And this rock that the sister holding was brought by the brother-in-law last year.
做得更好哈，所以非常。哦，你弄错了。月上云端，没关系。台大的还是哪？
This is one of the
总之，谢谢所有一切的好运，我们
demo that will be available in the future.
以及早产儿的生命奇迹真是太精彩了，所以真的要帮我们按赞转。
I want to thank everybody, all this wonderful story that brother-in-law sharing.
每一次啊，罗恒源今天来，
Thank
我们说
you.
真的应该是要给他唱他的主题曲的哈，就是我们其实常常在带动这一首歌哦。来，活动组直接来哦，活动组直接来。啊，对不起，不是活动组哈，还有哈，就是对，好。
这个是我的故乡阿里山。
对。好 ，OK， 对我故意换这一版，他其实有做一版他们来的，但是这一版呢是他们那个他的故乡，但是今天我们的活动组不能带这一首，原因是什么？待会再跟你讲。那我们现在直接到时间文青大爱之音呢，就是每个月一次，那今天更是更加的精彩哈。只是今天时间一直没有留言，因为他早上那个电脑好像锁码的问题啊，我也不太晓得，没听清楚。所以呢，一直没有看到时间留言，但是分享是可以的。来，时间文青大爱之音，感恩你们。
亲爱的上人，
是可以有听到。
亲爱的上人的师父，还有全球的家人们，
大家好。
好，我是姚石金，上人赐法号呀。
我是谢文清，上人赐法号纪勇。
刚才我们听了月儿阿嬷的近况之后，我们就放心了。那今天呢，我们带大家出去逛一逛，走一走吧。
逛街吗？
走店家去。
那什么是走店家？是一家家的商店去逛逛街吗？
跟大家介绍一下，这是一个在2019年的4月，由这个花莲基金会办公室王运进主任以及同仁黄秀芬师姐发动了一个叫做爱心商店计划。
哦，那就是把50多年前的5毛钱竹筒岁月精神要展现出来，就好像在托钵木心木爱一样。
对对对，有的店家呢愿意让我们进去，我们就把爱心竹筒放在店里头，跟顾客一起来共善，就会有一个爱的那个爱，中间有爱的那个字的贴纸啊，那贴在店家，那就是我们慈济的爱心商店了。所以你们看这个地图，大家看这个地图啊，就是我们的慈济在花莲还有大北区这个爱心商店的这个地图啊，大家现在看到荧幕上有没有看到这个地图？哎，对，那
上人对这个爱心商店的团队很关怀，我们一起来听听上人的开示。请播放上开示。
这一条街呢，也是咱唔爱去接触的机会。咱这回啦，咱慈济人呢，总是用爱心守护给大家人讲，上重要，咱就是有这个因缘，好大家人会知影咱的主旨。啊，会当讲吼，电梯啦，定定讲滴水入缸嘛。虽然伊一点仔的水，一点仔的钱，但是呢，它更换来呢，那是大量的钱。所以讲，滴水入缸啦，真侪人呢会当分享着。积水吧，就是这点水，这侪人结缘，人人啊，把这个爱呢点滴汇去啦，我们可以呢，供应很多人。吃垮哈，零嘴巴，拢足足有余啦。
感恩上人的开示和祝福，所以在台湾各地全体总动员，从人人协力开始，用爱与爱大家的方式，一人一善来募这个大爱。在今年3月，已经不仅从花莲到台湾，甚至串联到金门、马祖，爱心商店就超过2万多家了呢。
哇，那现在呢，我们同时也可以看到这个绿色的这个竹筒呢，它就是大爱感恩科技呢制作了新一代的爱心竹筒。那个竹筒呢是由12只回收的保特瓶来制作而成。那刚才跟大家介绍的是台湾的爱心商店，现在我们来介绍一下美国北加州啊。其实美国北加州早在2015年呢，在北加州我们就开始踏上了爱心商店的足迹呢。当时是由我们会唱歌的这个陈宝如师兄啊，还有蓝建成师兄带着我们的师兄姐一起走店家。我们那时候就开始就叫走店家啊。一开始呢，就是让店家来抽近思语的卡片，来打开这个话匣子，让店家跟我们慈济呢拉近彼此的距离，我们才可以开始谈慈济。
接着呢，我们就把北加州慈济为社区服务的项目介绍。我们走店家的时候，一进门必须在很短的时间掌握说话的重点，让这个店家老板进一步来认识慈济，让他们知道我们慈济竹筒岁月的精神，邀约店家一起来行善付出爱。得到店家老板的信任之后呢，希望老板愿意让我们把竹筒放在店里，同时他们也可以邀约他们的客户一起来付出爱心。请问每一次都能成功吗？
当然没有。我们曾经有过呢，一行人要进去这个店，就被人家挥挥手表示没有空，不要进来。那有的时候呢，有的会听完我们的介绍，很高兴认识慈济啊，慈济有很多的社区服务啊，但是还不让我们放竹筒。但是呢，我们也笑笑的离开。我们的表示离开以后呢，我们就会小组里头就会找机会大家来讨论讨论。我们没有气馁哦，但是我们还会一家接着一家的继续走。当然呢，我们小组讨论之后呢，也发现了很多的妙法，我们就会更感动人心。也因此，我们有很多的成功案例，我们就更有信心了。比如说像这一家洗衣店的老板娘，她不仅呢让我们放竹筒， 那当场还给善款啊，这个给善款，甚至呢还愿意让我们的海报，慈济的很多的海报，愿意贴在他们的家里的店。来，再看下一个影片，你们来看啊，这家是一家越南的海鲜超市呢，我们也一样的进去。当这次是我们去取回这个竹筒，那我们就看见这个员工啊，拿着剪刀把绑起来的竹筒的绳子剪开。为什么会这样子呢？因为他们怕放在收银台这个附近会被抢走，但是他们呢很有智慧，把它绑起来。其实有些店也是怕这个游民啊进来拿走，于是乎我们就跟店家说，其实没有关系，被游民拿走也没关系，表示他们是有需要，就让他们用吧。那这一家超市呢，在我们要取走竹筒的当下，就有一个客人哦，马上加码，你看到吗？他加码，他甚至还说了一句话：每一个人的一点点累积起来就很有大用，真的是一个很深明大义的有爱心的人啊。
当然，我们在走店家的时候，有位理发店的安娜，她看到志工那么有爱心的出来，一家一家的走店家，所以她很感动，说也希望让她儿子也能做志工，所以她就参加每周日的一大清早，带着孩子参加为游民的早餐发放，同时呢，她也拿出她的本领，每周日为游民理发。
对，那接下来看这一家，我们走进这家是一家烟店，卖水烟的。当时这家烟店的生意真的很冷清哦，但是我们还是将我们大爱的脚步踏进去，我们尝试的跟他传达这个慈济啊。这位墨西哥小姐很仔细的听我们介绍以后，她很开心的说：“哎呀，她愿意跟我们一起来传递善，也愿意我们把竹筒放在店里头。她还也愿意的跟她的家人说。”他的朋友说我们的慈济是大爱，他马上呢就成为我们的爱心伙伴了。
那当然还有这家越南店，这个老板非常开朗的接受我们来介绍，还很大方的让我们慈济的海报张贴在他的店里。他还说以后海报大一点也没有关系。更幸运的是，这一位老板是当地越南电台的主播，他说很愿意把慈济的一切在他的电台里介绍给他的听众。我们常常提供慈济大爱的信息，让他在越南电台来播出。
来，接下来看这个老板，哎，他看到我们回访哦，我就把上一次收到的竹筒里面的善款写了个收据，然后再交回给他。你看他笑得多么开心啊，真的很像一个菩萨哈。然后再来看这一家店，这一家店呢是我们初次拜访的店家，这个老板是一个越南人。当他听到我们是台湾来的慈济慈善基金会的志工，哇，他就很开心的听我们介绍啊，很亲切的跟我们聊天啊。哎，他一听说他也可以做爱心伙伴呢，那真的是他愿意花很多时间跟我们聊得很开心，聊得慈济更多啊。
还有我们的培训委员小婷师姐，穿灰衣的这一位，
瑞根师兄，
非常的亲近，
听不到你的声音哦，你有没有打开？有没有 unmute？
不上课的时候就走进爱心商店，这种感觉更添加了无限的温暖，因为孩子也一起学习到了。那北加州
Now it is muted.
感恩爱心商店是我们的爱心伙伴。虽然我们没有爱的贴纸，但是你可以看到墙上有一个慈济 logo 的证书，就是表示他们成为我们的富有爱心店哦。
对，你们可以看到这个墙上有一个 logo 的那个框框啊，里面的这就是我们给他的一个感谢信啊，就是台湾是用一个爱心字，那是用一个 logo。那爱心商店的志工总动员呢，在2024年6月10上人证明为富有爱心字。接下来我们来听这一段上人的
And this campaign that we are visiting different store, we'll call it a Compassion Store project. We are visiting different store and their owner. We try to
现在这样听得到吗？
可以。
OK， 刚刚一直都听不到吗？
对，有一段时间听不到。
OK， 好。
正式的指导以后，正式命名为富有爱心。
Oh, apologies. It sounds like I was having some audio issues earlier. I believe I am back now.
已经累积超过了3万多家。那其实大家刚刚也听我们介绍了，美国也很早很早。
So in the clip that we just saw, that was Master sharing about these establishments. Dharma Master Zheng Yan has actually given a new official name for these establishments that I'll roughly translate as business establishments that are full of love. Now, of course, in Northern California, we've had such establishments for a long time. So we'll share a little bit of our secret methods for connecting with these business establishments. So amongst them, it is being kind and empathetic and taking advantage of the little time that we have to share about Tzu Chi and the key points of Tzu Chi as quickly as we can. Ultimately, we're there to, for example, collect their kindness, if you will. So we always have to keep that in mind. Now, of course, there are challenges with languages sometimes. Many of the business owners speak different languages, and so we would have to either bring volunteers who can speak specific languages or maybe use translating devices and software. But ultimately, this gives a lot of our volunteers the opportunity to share and learn about how to best share about Tzu Chi. And so that's a way for all of us to create fields of blessings for ourselves as well. Even amidst rejection, that helps us to learn and grow through that process. So continue to move forward with our sincere smiles and our sincere hearts. Collect kindness of others while sharing kindness of ourselves, and in such a way, create blessings for ourselves and for everyone. So thank you to these business establishments that are full of love. Okay, thank you so much to Brother Janet and Brother Victor and Sister Janet. So Sister Meiyun is saying, you may not believe this, but actually in 2015, when they were first beginning this effort in Northern California, I had also joined some of the volunteers in Northern California and in the Washington, D.C. area in some of these efforts. So one of the commenters is saying that when we see these bamboo banks, we can also leave some change of our own and share our kindness and love with others. But we can't actually, we don't have a lot of time for a lot of comments today, so we're going to move on. But actually, Sister Janet, why is it that I didn't see a lot of written comments from you today? Was it that maybe you had some computer issues? And then we're actually seeing that maybe they are having computer issues because you're seeing that on screen here. Maybe parts of their face or body were covered earlier by the Zoom background. So, of course, Sister Janet and Brother Victor, no matter where they are in the world, they always make sure to connect with us in the study group. So next then is our activity session. So let us welcome our activities team. So this first song is roughly translated to so happy and so joyful. So let's follow along with the movements. We'll step to the left, step to the right, and then open our arms in this way. Okay, so I'll let you follow along with the movements here.
杨油，1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8，摇下4拍，摇上4拍，伸下去跳起来，左出拳呢，右出拳，闪亮亮。再一次，2、3、4、5、6、7，摇下4拍，摇上4拍，伸下去跳起来，左出拳呢，右出拳，闪亮亮。再一次闪亮亮，好，跳起来，好欢喜，左擦玻璃，右擦玻璃，向上拍手，左走4步，右走4步，左力量，右力量，左擦玻璃，右擦玻璃，向上拍手，左走4步，右走4步，左力量，右力量，左划船，嘿，右划船，嘿，转转转转，我很棒。左划船，嘿，右划船，嘿，转转转转，我很棒。杨油，1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8，摇下4拍，摇上4拍，伸下去跳起来，左出拳呢，右出拳，闪亮亮。再一次，杨油，3、4、5、6、7、8，摇下4拍，摇上4拍，伸下去跳起来，左出拳，右出拳，闪亮亮。闪亮亮，好，来拍手跳起来，好，调节一下，再来，好，这是我们新的活动团队，有没有很赞？玉芳老师，下一首带半首就好。OK， 好，来点亮你的希望。好，点亮你的希望。玉芳老师，我们教联会的活动哈团队。
Oh, this is our new activities team. Wasn't that awesome? Okay, for the next song, let's actually just do half of that song because we're short on time. So this song is roughly translated to giving light to your hope. So feel free to continue to follow along with the movements.
老师，哇，给老师掌声，拍拍手。
Wow.
有一组呢，就亚萍长得成那样子而已，就要去。
So the activities team, please stay up here first.
然后他们就跟我讲说，老师，我们大概。
Please give a round of applause to our new activities team. We used to have 2 activities teams.
我们在增加力量，所以呢，玉芳老师呢，刚好因缘他 也是本来礼拜三都有排课，刚好就结束一个课程，我跟他邀约，他就是好，所以其实他们是有5个人，今天少2位在花莲，好，所以呢，秋兰她本身就在2楼，平常都躲起来的，今天活动组轮到她可以。
So some of our other activity team members were saying that they may not be able to continue participating on a very regular basis. So instead of saying, "Hey, that's okay," I think instead we decided to bring in more activity team members, and it so worked out that some of our sisters here they were able to arrange their schedules to join the activity team effort, and so here they are. Okay, so I'm going to try to quickly go through some of these written reflections from some of our listeners that you can see on the screen here. So actually, we're going to have to move on now to the next session.
So we can see from our posters here that Brother Luo Hengyuan is once again presented here, and he has been part of this Love in Guanzhou cleanup team. And from our posters, let's start with a little video. And this video really moved us because, as you can see here, in the Global Ocean Day events, we are trying to awaken a new depth of understanding of the ocean. Being an island nation of Taiwan, we rely on the ocean that surrounded us. So we must learn to protect us to prevent a destruction of our local ecosystems. So from the .itv, we have seen some in-depth reporting, and here where Tzu Chi volunteers have joined in with local businesses, entrepreneurs, and participate in this cleanup effort. We can see initially the grass is taller than people and is littered with garbage underneath it. From here you can see ivies, all sorts of growth that's underneath. We have to clean those first so that our volunteers can come in and pick up the waste. We have to use our hands, the hands that we use for clapping, to love the Danshui River. With the call to protect the Danshui River, more than 600 volunteers have joined together and answered the call to help with the cleanup. We have seen kids have been learning about these activities in school, so that's what motivated them to join today. And to help the volunteers, we have supporting volunteers who've been carrying these bottles or these containers of beverages where they walk around and provide water and refreshments for those who are at work. As we hear from the Environmental Protection Agency officials, they're very grateful for Tzu Chi to initiate the effort, and not just cleaning, but also to awaken and learn that the source of cleaning begins in the beginning. And all that refuse ended up being tracked away in 10 trucks. So let's give a round of applause to welcome our speakers. And as we can see, even though there's only one video clip, we can see from there that these efforts really made a positive impact. And from here, they were going to share with us a little bit more in-depth information of what they have done in activities, as well as other photos. Now, from those photos, it really awakened us to how dirty, how much trash is littered around there. So let's read together the plaques they brought to us. That in 2024, with great love and cleaning up the river, will bring beauty to Taiwan. And with their help, we're able to beautify the river. And we hope that this will gather more volunteers so that we're not just beautifying one place, but the whole island of Taiwan. So, dear masters, above masters, as well as our families are joining us today. Hope you're having a great day so far. I'm back again. So our team, strictly speaking, we started 7 years ago based on the experience of cleaning up in Guanyin Mountain. And all those, my partners are with us. They've been working hard with cleaning up and planting trees, removing weeds. So they are very hardworking people. And so today we're taking a little break to Kaohsiung, and it's our little retreat. So I've been living in Taipei for more than 40 years. This Guandu Bridge and the mangrove forest alongside of it, I've never been myself. The first time I was there, I saw so many trash there, and I wonder how come nobody care? How come nobody helped to pick it up? And this picture is not just to show me, but also to showcase the trash that's behind me. That day was June 4th. I was there weeding. And around noontime, when I took a break, there was a sister that called on me. And I wonder who knew I was here. Well, it was a sister from Beitou. And when I answered, she took this picture. From the grass that was cut down, you can see clearly how much trash was behind it. Towards the end of the Guandu Bridge, closer to Taipei, there are two segments, 150 meters on the north and 250 meters on the south. These are the areas that we're working on. It started when the Da'ai TV anchor, Brother Ni Mingjun, was exercising there and saw a lot of trash. And after seeing all that trash, he thought of me and called me. But because of the pandemic, we put a pause on those efforts. It wasn't until last year in August when we started actually walking the area to survey the area. And from the path to walk in, we can see the grass have grown taller than we are. But underneath it, there's trash all over the place. When we surveyed the second time in October, you can see a walker in front of me because I had some injuries at the end of August. So when we visited a local temple, we invited them to join us in this cleaning effort. And from the local volunteers, we noticed that where we plan to work on is at the border between Taipei and New Taipei City. At the third survey, in April this year, we saw a statue, which is a god of the land. You see him that he's been here for ages for a long time, and with us visiting them, you can see that he is smiling. So how do we get to this place? On the side of the bicycle path, there is little walkway, and from these pictures, you can see how hard it is to walk. I'm usually the first person to walk down the path, usually the person to take the lead because I grew up in the mountains. But when we have the local officials to join us, we saw a whole area filled with trash. We're close to the river. And the officials felt that this is within his area. This is under his governance. So he must help with this cleaning. As a volunteer organization, it's very difficult for us to gather the resources to for proper disposal of these trash. So the local officials acted as the bridge to help us contact the disposal, the local sanitation department to help cart out the refuse. All these trash has been there for years. There's all sorts of bottles and different kind of plastic trash. With all the plants growing among them, it's very difficult to reach those resources. And after seeing all that growth, they feel that it's impossible for us to be planning a cleanup efforts just 5 days from our last survey. Fortunately, we have teams that were joining us. We have a team from Miaoli that's coming in and help us clean up the grass and do all the preliminary work. So let me show you a video of that. See all this grass, it looks so lush and lively, but after you clean it up, after you lift it up, you can see trash that just litter all among it. So pollution is a very, very real here. You can see plastic, there's styrofoams, and a lot of plastic bags. These are all what we're here for. So I have to clean up first because otherwise we were unable to survey this area. And from here you can see all the vines are growing all over the place. And we have sisters from Miaoli that are very good at cleaning out the weeds. And this is Sister Liu Meilian from Miaoli. She's an expert at this. And you can see if the grass is not cleared, you cannot even walk in. And after we cut it, we have to move it to the side. Move the grass, the plants to the side. Otherwise, you cannot see it. So you need two types. You need to do it twice. One is to remove the plant, and one is to move them to a different location. And you can see how the volunteers are working hard together, where regardless of the gender, they all put in a great deal of effort.
看我们这个，对。
You can see before and after. You can hear that song. I wrote that song. So before then, it was that way. And after clearing out, then we were able to walk in.
因为人才有办法走进去净滩嘛，哈。那这个是南端的除草前是这样，除草后就变成这个环保大道，大家走进去了才不会危险。那但是呢？
Now, the night before our event, we needed to draw some boundaries for safety. But among the mangrove, it's very muddy. So we can see as when they're trying to lay the boundaries, they're all covered up in mud. So here I am leaving out a boundary line so that people will not cross, just for their safety. And that line, if you cross it, it's very muddy ground. So you will sink in if you step on it. When you're closer to the shore, then it's more solid ground. So that line is a line mark the divide. We're doing our best to safeguard the safety, to protect our volunteers. And I'm very grateful for our team for helping us at night, lighting the scene so we can see. This is our volunteer Chen Jianxiong, who's 82 years old. Even though he is old, he's still strong and very joyful to be part of this cleanup. He worked until 11 p.m. at night. When he came home, his wife was in shock and wondering why he was all covered in mud. So we also have the ministers, the local officials, to come and give their blessing. So we can see this under the Guandu Bridge. It may be looking very lush and very beautiful, but in reality, it's covered up in litter with trash and caused a huge deal of pollution in the local area. So on June 8th, 2024, more than 600 volunteers started the cleanup effort. And we're officially starting the cleanup. And today is World Marine Day. And taking the opportunity to really love our rivers, our shores. And you see that as we clear out the path, it becomes much easier to reach where they needed to go. That river has been the playground for a lot of us when we were young. And so be able to care for it. And this is clearly the dirtiest cleanup I ever joined in. So I'm working so that all our kids can enjoy the shores the same way I did when I was young. And you can see they're very fascinated with the crabs. And as we clear out the trash, more and more of them come out. And we see there's a lot of tires and large items that were just littered there. And you see the people that were in blue. These are all the teammates of the beverage teams. And with everybody's help, they clear out more than 6,500 kilograms of trash. Everyone have seen a difference. And within an hour, you can see a huge difference before and after. And we're very grateful for the volunteers for creating this report and documenting this for us. I can see before and after. All in all, this is all the trash that was cleared out. And there's all sorts of trash there. And even the former Minister of Transportation, they have joined in and helped to clear the trash. And they're turning the Dharma wheel of environmental protection. So let me show you something. This piece of styrofoam, like, doesn't it look like a thumbs up? That's actually part of the styrofoam box. And we have received Master's blessing and teaching. And next, let's welcome Brother Su. He's been a strong supporter for us in Guanyin Mountain. He has been carrying water since he was 15 years old, and now he's 49. The team that he brought up, there are more than 11 teams all across Taiwan serving more than 1,000 hikers. So let's hear his sharing about how he was joining us. So our friends all over the world. So my name is Su Jingxiong, part of the beverage team of Guanyin Mountain. 7 years ago, I met Brother Luo at Guanyin Mountain, and we saw a slope full of trash. We noticed that a long time ago, but we didn't have the ability to clean it up. Finally, with help of Brother Luo, we're able to clean that out to bring the trash down from the mountain. On the mountain, we clean out more than 4 Olympic-sized swimming pool of volume of trash. And with this cleanup effort, we can definitely say that we've been up on the mountain and close to down to the sea. In the Guanyin Mountain, we hosted 4 events for cleaning, and in total, we cleaned out more than 70 truckloads worth of trash. And this time, on the shore cleanup, and I was shocked to see that the grass that used to block the way was all cleaned out by Brother Luo. And finally, we were able to join in and do the cleanup. So we have team members from all over Taiwan to join the effort. And I also made a vow that I will try my best to be the strong supporter for Ziji. Now, with the water that we carry and we share with people, it's filled with love, because this is so this blessing, this positive feedback was what gave my mother strength, and this is what kept me going, so that I will continue to be a strong supporter for Ziji. And we're very grateful for Brother Luo giving us this opportunity. So even though we've been talking, I've been sharing with him that they have more than bringing water, not just on Guanyin Mountain, but they also should walk up to the Vulture Peak, and not just carrying water, but they should also be carrying some of the burdens or the task of Ziji. And they're all good people, so we should have them join us. So let's give them a round of applause and thanking them and welcoming them for us. So after the mountains, we've also been cleaning up in the beach in Gongliao. So that is abandoned fishing nets that they're cleaning up. And here you see volunteers sifting through the plants. And even among the rain, they did not abandon their posts. They continued to clean. Even the heavy rain cannot douse the passion of these volunteers. So from this video, we see that it's a concerted effort involving a lot of people that are joining us, and very grateful for them for their joint participation. Now, throughout the process, Master has always reminded us that we have to take every opportunity and recruit more bodhisattvas. So we have our local volunteers that are working together to invite more volunteers and have them sign up. So we'll have Sister Huijuan share with us on that. So every big event is an opportunity to recruit more bodhisattvas. During the pandemic, we have been working really hard in our local community. And as Master always asks us and remind us that we have to keep each of these people that we work with so that they're not just like water in a pipe just passing through. Now, this person, he has been invited by the water team. And then so we ask him to leave his contact information so that we can invite him for other future events. And every opportunity is an opportunity to spread Dharma and to recruit more volunteers. So I said to him that my goal that day was to ask 20 people, and he's the 18th person I asked. I was wondering if he would be that person. So as we know, every person could be a volunteer, every person could be a bodhisattva. And they are all the people that we are waiting for. So now we can hear that Master is calling and ask him to join us and to help with protecting the world. So some of the tips for recruiting is not to let go of each opportunity, and not to be afraid of being refused, because every person is a possibility. So we have to invite them to join the next event. And we have to use our sincerity and our passion to influence them and to have them join us. So we need to get their name, their contact information, like their phone's number or their line ID. When they're writing down their information, they always have their smile, and we have to keep a photo, because that we can share with them to remind them that they have joined this opportunity. So I see this volunteer, Sister Zhuang Lizhu. She's now wearing a gray uniform. Her husband did not want her to start the introductory training, but after joining the cleaning, she came back. And from here, we hope that a cleaning effort is not just cleaning up the shorelines, but rather we are initiating a bigger effort and ultimately to awaken everyone and to bring in the environmental protection idea within everyone. And ultimately, we hope that our volunteers will continue to grow. Our volunteer team will continue to grow with more and more volunteers helping us, and we can do a bigger task. So very grateful for them. So one more time, we're reading their slogans, which is with great love, cleaning up shores, with beautifying Taiwan. And we have these fruits that's been mentioned in the sutra that have grown. And these are very fresh. They were just picked yesterday. And just read out some of the feedbacks. And some of the feedbacks from our viewers sharing that they are very impressed with how much the trash was cleaned up and how everybody's considered effort. And from a sister in Canada, they wrote up a summary. So all in all, we're very grateful for them to join us. There's 15 people, but they're very busy. And also, we're very grateful for Sister Yuhua from Malaysia joining us. So even though we are ending our live now, when you're able to watch it on replay, you can still feel the energy. So once again, let's give them a round of applause for their energy they brought us. And we hope that they will continue to join and share with us.
请团队回去，你们稍微收拾一下哈。但是待会我们会上2楼哦，所以麻烦你们上2楼的时候东西都不要带哈。我们要赶快跟我们2楼的团队来 say goodbye。
This is just for all the volunteers, gathering them for that they would be take a picture together.
马来西亚的家人以及所有的家人，请你们都不要带东西上2楼哈。
And as you can see here, this is the fruit that we have brought to share with everyone. I'm very grateful for them to share this with us. They've been picking them in the rain. Next week, we are also very motivated. I hope you enjoy the Jinsi products. And we're very grateful to have this opportunity to and invite everyone to know more about the Jinsi products. And we also have some guests that are joining us today. So next week, we have Superintendent Zhao Youchen from Taipei City Hospital coming to share with us. And we have the other volunteers from the medical mission. And next week, they have donated their gifts. And next week, we will have sharers from Singapore, Malaysia, as well as Canada. And we're very grateful for their participation and their love for our study group. Now, just a quick idea at the City University teaching programs. So lastly, I'd like to share with you that we love to be with you because of the positive energy. And with one heart, one vow, we have unlimited potentials.
Yes. 所以我们河水能穿石，不是依靠力量，而是依着锲而不舍的一个精神。人可以没有权利，但要有影响力。我们挥手跟上人以及金色师傅所有。